So this morning I had a good cry in my car. Rewind, it started back in the morning when I woke up, and I sent a text checking in with my dad. My dad is currently on a mission trip in Peru, deep in the Amazon jungle. He is with an organization that helps bring water to villages within the Amazon, clean water, filtered water. So super cool, super cool. And just really, really proud of him, and really excited for him. So I decided that this morning I was going to text him, checking in on him. Today's the second day of him being there. And so in checking in with him, I started to tear up a bit just because of how proud I am of him being out there, and not how unusual it is for him to be out there, but he's always been a world traveler. He loves to travel. He typically travels with my stepmom, but this time around he went by himself and with the organization. But for him to go on a trip like this pretty much on his own, obviously meeting up with a group of people there, it's a pretty big deal, right? And so checking in with him was really, really sweet. He's having a great time. He's enjoying his time so much, and that just makes me so happy. And so with that too, he sent a few pictures. They're staying on this boat, and they're going along the river in the Amazon. And the boat that they're staying in, I mean, it does not look like the most comfortable boat in the world. It really doesn't at all. And it's just really cool to know that he's sacrificing in this way to go and help other people. So it brought tears to my eyes because of that, and it also reminded me about how much the majority of the world, a lot of the world, lives in a very different condition, a very different way than a lot of us do, right? A lot of Americans do, the way that I do, right? And so, it really brings into perspective just how grateful, how lucky I am to be living the kind of life that I'm living, to wake up in the bed that I'm waking up in, right? And so it reminded me of how I felt when I was in Costa Rica with my husband, Ryan, for our wedding, and the experience that took place when we were there, and the feeling that you can feel when you're in spaces like that, where Mother Nature is just like the all-encompassing experience there. And we live in St. Pete, so St. Pete's a really beautiful city. It's very hippie. It's, we're by the beach. It's great. But to be immersed in that kind of nature is just so profound. And so, and it does something to you, right? It shifts pieces of you. It grounds you. It heals you in so many ways. And so it was reminding me of that energy, that frequency that I receive when I'm in spaces like that, right? He's in Peru. We went to Costa Rica for the wedding. Costa Rica holds that same kind of frequency, in my opinion. And so, and I think a big difference too of it is like the hustle versus not. And I think Americans, we really understand the hustle. We really can find ourselves in the grind of just not ever being enough or having enough, and always craving and wanting for more. And I'm not saying that experience doesn't exist as well in another space, such as Peru, such as Costa Rica. I'm sure it does. But when I'm in spaces like that, when I'm in lands like that, there's something that it does to my spirit and my soul that takes that part away from me, that more, that craving, that not enough, that constant grind. And so when I was getting back into, so in the morning, texted my dad. I had to go grocery shopping, and I had to pick up some stuff from CVS. And so getting back into the car from shopping, as I'm walking to the car with my, the shopping cart, I can just feel this sense of like, something's coming over me. I feel this release that's about to happen. I feel this release that's about to take place, and I'm looking forward to it. And so I get in the car and I just feel these tears just starting to roll down my cheeks. And it's the sense of peace that I haven't felt in a really, 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 really long time, is what it felt like. And it was just so beautiful. It was this reminder of how much I do have and how beautiful the experience of the ordinariness, right? Just going to the grocery store, going to CVS, just driving my car, like how cool and how beautiful that is. And the beautiful part of it was like, it was that moment of when I was coming out of the grocery store and then I got to see the palm trees and the wind, and the weather was just perfect and the sun was on my skin, and it just felt so right and so perfect and so beautiful. And so with that, it was reminding me again of that feeling that I had with my, texting my dad this morning. And for those of you that don't know, my mom, she has dementia. And so her form of dementia is called aphasia. And with that, she really can only use, she uses one sentence to say everything that she is trying to say and communicate. And so to be able to watch my dad be able-bodied enough to go on this adventure that he's taken, that is just so incredible to me too. So in that moment of when I'm coming out of the grocery store, I'm also feeling that as well, of like the gratitude for being able to walk, the gratitude for being able to be in my car, the gratitude for the simplest of things, which aren't simple at all, which are just so beautiful, right? And so with that, it really helped me to just zoom out a lot. I've been really focused on pushing, grinding, hustling, really trying to grow my business, really trying to put myself out there, really trying to expand and learn and expand and learn. And I'm loving it. I've been loving it. It's been great. But at the same time, there's a balance, right? You can go, you can expand, you can learn, you can grow, and also you should be able to be incredibly present and to be so grateful for everything that you have and everything you've been gifted with, right? And so, yeah, it brought into mind for me this duality that I feel within of these two paths in front of me. These two paths that say you can be the greatest of all time, or you can be ordinary. And this for me has been, it tugs at me a lot. At least in my later 20s, I felt this really tug at me, because I feel like when you're in your later 20s, you're starting to recognize like, well, what does the trajectory of my life look like, right? What kind of life do I want to lead? What kind of life do I want to live? What kind of legacy do I want to put forward? And with that, I feel this like divergence. I feel you can pick one or you can pick the other. And this is not uncommon for me. I oftentimes feel that like one or the other. There's no gray area in between. And so what I was feeling today was just like, you've had this era of like pushing, grinding. Great, love that. It's time to pivot. It's time to come back to the ordinary. And it's time to recognize that the ordinary is not so ordinary at all. It's beautiful. It's incredible. It's life. It's perfect. It's whole. It's everything. It's something to be so incredibly grateful for, right? So yeah, it was a big perspective shift in that, and helping me to really recognize like, what's your definition of success? What does success mean to you? What does greatness mean to you? And if I'm really being honest with myself, like greatness to me, success to me means I never have to miss a get together with my friends or family for a work event. I can be available for those things. I'm able to take my children to school and pick them back up. I'm able to tan naked in my backyard whenever I want to, which I got to do today. Like, my definition of success is something that I'm curating right now. I'm creating. I'm coming to recognize and understand and develop, and that feels really good. So I think what I want to kind of bring to the table for you is just asking yourself, like, what's your definition of success? What does success mean to you? and helping yourself define that by like specific examples, like what will you be able to do with the version of success that you're trying to attain, right? And for me, it's recognizing that like I don't want to push and grind and shove and force and push and grind and shove and force until I don't have any energy to be able to spend with friends or family, or I forget that it's a friend's birthday, I forget to text them because I'm so inundated with work, or I can't pick my child up from school because I'm too busy, or I can't go to a a concert that I really want to go to because I'm too busy. Like that doesn't feel like success to me at all. And so I urge you to ask yourself that same question. What does that look like? What does that mean to you? And I think with this too, a healing piece in all of this can be relying on Mother Nature to give you that sense of alignment to make that decision for yourself. Because I think Mother Nature is the ultimate healer, right? And for me today, getting to have that moment of just the frequencies, the energies that Peru gives, that Costa Rica gives, that I feel when I'm on the beach, when I'm in St. Pete, right? Like there's certain moments in time when I'm with Mother Nature where it's really prevalent, that energy of Mother Nature, of the healing power of Gaia, right? And so when I can feel that, I feel like I'm incredibly aligned and attuned to what resonates most with me, what feels most aligned for me. And so I urge you to use that tool to be able to find your deepest truth in that, when it comes to defining your version of success. So yeah, thanks for listening. Let me know what you figure out. And yeah,